Welcome back. We're talking about the environment in Ogun State and that critical sector. The Commissioner for Environment is here on News Across Nigeria. Thank you again for being with us.
Thanks.
Just before we went on the break, I was going to ask you about the Go Green project. How far along are you with achieving, what does it entail, and how far along are you of achieving your objectives?
Okay, the Go Green project is simply Green Ogun. It's a project conceived by His Excellency Senator Ibukun Amosun, CUNFCA, basically to take possession of the setbacks on Lagos-Ibadan corridor. And it's basically to bring some sense of order, along that corridor. Before now, you will see that coming into Ogun State, what you are greeted with, it's basically the chaotic nature, the shanties, and the unplanned activity that is going on that corridor. So basically, what we're doing in Green Ogun is to, take possession of the setback, beautify the axis, and improve the vista, what you will see along that corridor.
To that end, are you employing horticulturists? Are you planting trees?
Yeah, we're basically planting trees at some point. We're going to, grass, some of those setbacks. And so that's such that what you see when you come into Ogun is really alluring and welcoming.
Now, the Ogun State government recently concluded plans for participation in waste management in the state from the private sector, I believe, in major cities, such as including Shagamu.
Yeah.
How is that going?
Basically, that's the private sector participation. We are about launching. We've been working on it, and very soon we will deploy. And what that entails is that either to the people have been enjoying free services when it comes to waste management. Mm-hmm. Now they would have to pay, following the polluters pay principle. You have to pay for the services of waste management that they've been enjoying. So we'll be deploying very soon, and we've also sensitized a lot of people, and we'll continue to do that.
Honorable Commissioner, how big of a problem is waste refuse disposal in Ogun State? We know it's a huge problem in many states across the country, a cause of concern for the governor.
Well, world over, the issue of waste management is such a big one, and what differs from clime to clime is how well you manage them. So basically, in Ogun State, government have been solely responsible for the management of waste before now. So that is why we are telling the people, yes, we've done so much for you in time past. Now it's time for you to come forward, begin to pay for these services.
Would it be right to say you're borrowing a leaf from the Lagos State model with Loma?
No, well, we might.
You're going to make some money. You're going to make some money from it,
yeah,
and
precisely.
to recycle.
Precisely. They are going to pay for the services.
And how much of a burden will be the cost?
No, it's going to be
cheap?
Affordable.
Okay.
I think suffice to say that it's going to be affordable.
Does that depend on how much waste is being generated from industries or from homes?
No, the model is such that for households, that's what you call the municipal waste.
Okay.
That is going to be next to little or nothing, between 1,000 and 2,000 per household,
okay,
in a month, and then they come once a week to pick your waste, and then that is sorted. For commercial waste, which is the industrial, that scheme has been on for years. It's been, working very well.
Okay, so it's more for the municipalities.
For households, yes, for residential households.
Okay, well, there's this thing we've heard about cart pushers being banned. Are they going to be banned from now on? People want to make a living from helping with the waste disposal.
By the time we fully deploy the PSP scheme, their services will not be required again, basically. And now they are part of the problem that we have on this corridor, indiscriminate dumping on some of this waste that you see on Lagos-Ibadan Expressway.
As far as turning the waste into biofuel is concerned, is that something you're considering?
Also, the issue of waste to wealth,
yes,
is what you just highlighted. There are several schemes in and around that where we improve our collection by launching the PSP. We're also thinking, we're collaborating with multinationals, the last one being Lafarge, to do waste to wealth and waste to energy as well. There are so many schemes that you can achieve on that value chain. Basically, we also have waste to compost, which is fertilizers and all that.
We also know that the governor is very excited about making Ogun State tourist destination. As far as the environment is concerned, which also plays a major role in bringing investors and attracting people to come to the state for various reasons, how far or how would you rate Ogun State as far as the environment is concerned? Is it cleaner than ever before, or you're still on your way?
Well, our major cities are very, very clean, and that is why the Project Go, which is Green Ogun, is being given the required attention that is enjoying right now. Because when you come into the state, you're greeted with something that is not very palatable, if you will.
Yes.
And it's a source of concern for the government, and that is why you're seeing what we're doing right now. And we want people to come into Ogun and see that Ogun is this Ogun that they've been hearing, not shanties and...
yes, because first impressions last.
It does matter. It does last.
Okay, so now, going forward, what are your challenges in the way of getting the environment to where you're saying it is in some places and where it should be in other places?
Well,
what are the problems? What are the issues?
The issues are basically to get people's buy-in because change, they say, is constant, but it's not easy to adapt to it. That is why we've been engaging, and we've also raised the level of advocacy when it comes to management of waste. And even now, I need to speak to that issue where we're expecting so much has been said about flood coming, and we have to be prepared. A lot of people are still in the habit of dumping waste in their drainage, in the canals and river. The last one which was witnessed was the icing thing, which by now we've effectively cleared the icing on the river course. So
yes.
The NIMIT report said that we're going to experience flooding along the river. Communities that borders the river, in Ogun State, you're going to experience flooding.
So it's important that people take that into cognizance.
Yes, we've warned, we've done sensitization. We are also telling them to be prepared. The floods are coming, actually.
Okay, we'll take that as your last word. Thank you so much for making the time to come on News Across Nigeria.
Thank you.
We're speaking with the Commissioner for Environment. We'll be speaking with the Commissioner for the Environment in Ogun State, Mr. Bolaji Oyeleye. And that's where we leave it for this edition of News Across Nigeria, where north, south, east and west, we tell you what's happening across the country. Thanks for watching. I'm Olumide Macaulay.